This is sober talk uncut.
I'm Tim Coles, and I'm going to tell y'all my story. See, it started, man, from my childhood. Getting abused, watching my mother get abused. Coming up in a household where I was forced to sell dope. I seen dope get sold, man. This is where my struggle started at. But I didn't know this is where my addiction started until I went to rehab, man. Until I gave myself a chance, man, to get better. I went to Recovery First in Florida. And at first, I didn't even want to go because I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for my wife. And I realized after that first time, I did 30 days. And after that 30 days, I came back. And ain't shit changed. I kept doing the same thing. I was sober for about 2 weeks after I came back. And I started doing the same thing. But guess what? That shit got worse, man. It got worse. It got to the point where I wasn't coming home. Once I started drinking, I started messing with other stuff. One thing led to another, man. Made my life real hard. And so I had one instance one thing that happened, and it led me. It was enough. Enough was enough, man. So I went back down to Florida. Went back down to the same place. I did 4 months. I did the whole program, and to this day, I'm 1 year sober, man, and I got my life together. I'm back on the right track. My family happy. My kids happy.
Blessings, brother.
I'm healthy. I got my record clean, and I'm living my life, man. I'm doing something positive with myself.
Blessings.
I feel proud of myself, man, right now. And all I want to do is keep going, man. Now I'm doing it for me. I ain't doing it for my wife. And when you do it for yourself, it works.
Absolutely.
You got to get tired. All you got to do is do it, man. You got to be ready. It's everything on timing, man. And I was ready. And I did it. And that's my story. I'm not alone in this, man. I got my man right here, Carlito.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Good friend right here, man. I'm not the only one struggling with this, man. So I'm going to introduce my good friend, bro. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Thanks for bringing me on to the show, man. Really appreciate this. Hey, y'all. I'm Carlito, and it's been 4 years, April 14, since I quit drinking.
Good thing, brother.
And alcohol is not my friend. It was the worst enemy I ever met. I weathered the storm, but going through the storm, it was rough. And when I seen Tim, when I seen you posted up your posting on Facebook, bro, I said, man, I had to come on this show because I got a whole testimony to talk about. I got a whole story to talk about what I've been through, about how alcohol almost took my life away, my family, my job, my career, everything. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. And I really appreciate you for bringing me on this show, brother, for real.
Thing, brother. I appreciate you accepting the invite, brother.
And we here also, just to be leadership to the ones that need help, that's out here in today's world, don't know what to do, don't know the answer, or that's ashamed to say that they need help. When I got tired of drinking, y'all, it was just something I got tired of. But I'm here today, just to tell y'all about how it all started. And just like I was just saying before, my passion as a barber. This brother is a barber, cold barber, man. We both cold barbers.
Appreciate that.
Everybody love us, man. We make an ugly person look good, man.
Absolutely, that's what we do.
And And today's world, everybody, you look on social media, you see the next person popping bottles. You want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of like me when I was, drinking. I'm like, man, I want to give me some Don Julio. You know what I'm saying? I want to give me some cognac, VSOP, Douce or whatever like that.
For sure.
But that wasn't for me because it took me down a dark road. And you know what? I just thank God that I'm here today just to talk about this.
So, Lito, if I met you 5 years ago, my brother, what would I be meeting? Who would I be meeting?
5 years ago, I wouldn't even want you to see how I was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, man, it was fucked up. It was during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the rail was going in. And you know what? Only thing was open was grocery stores, liquor stores. All I did was just go to work and go home, a pint every night. And I didn't realize I had a problem because I couldn't go to sleep without that bottle,
My brother.
Waking up smelling like liquor, man. My wife, she like, I can't even get a kiss from her. I couldn't even I couldn't even get to work the next day because it was like that. 5 years ago, it was just, it was bad, man.
So was that when you realized you had to get sober?
Well, nah. I been realized I had to get sober even before that. Because when I got put on probation back in 2018 with Dearborn Police Department for being drunk public intoxication on the D-Dot crosstown bus coming from work. And God gave me a warning right there when he put me on probation for them 6 months. And I had an opportunity to not go back to drinking when I got off them papers. Man, that was September 24th, bro, 2018. Yeah.
Mm.
And I didn't learn. I did not learn. It had took another dark road for me just to realize, man, I had to hit my head harder and harder for me to learn,
We both did, man.
Yeah.
Both did. So, what it rock bottom for me was when I had to go to rehab, man. When I knew it was time to go to rehab. What did rock bottom look like for you?
It was to the point where I lost my car, where I was finna lose my job. My wife, she didn't want to be with me anymore because she said she didn't marry no alcoholic. This wasn't the person that she had married,
Mm-hmm.
No, she married a good man,
Absolutely.
a person who go to work, go home, be responsible. I always was being responsible, but, she didn't marry no alcoholic,
My brother.
Yeah. That right there, that wasn't who she was expecting to be with. No, she was expecting to be with her king, somebody to protect her, the leader, the father, somebody she can just speak highly of when I'm not around,
Absolutely. So, my next question is addiction lies to us, brother. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It lied to us. So, one thing I used to tell myself that the addiction used to tell me is that I can do it by myself. What lies did addiction, you felt like addiction told you?
I'm going to say this right here because I didn't do it by myself. I went to rehab for 3 days. And when I went there, the first day, they made me feel very important because I was a volunteer.
Okay.
And everybody that was in that room was either court order, parole, probation, license suspension. Me, I came there because I was tired. And I had to make a change because my job was not going to accept me back. My wife wasn't going to accept me back. My daughter, my sons, they was like, you can't come around there unless you sober. They're like, because this ain't you. You know, this ain't dad. You know, this ain't Carlito. She like, this ain't my husband, you know?
Right.
So, you know, and when the second day and the third day, you know, I ain't gonna speak on what we was talking about before.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But you know, that's when I realized that it was something that I had to make a choice on my own. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, you know, not saying for everybody not to get help, but you know, I didn't go to rehab. I didn't. I went home. I got on my knees and I prayed. And I stayed in the house for a week straight. And I went through the worst alcohol withdrawal ever. Mm-hmm. And it was something that when I tell the story to my doctor, and he was like, man, like, you know what? I can't believe you did that because you could have died. You know? Damn. Yeah, it was that deep. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is nothing but a drug in a bottle.
You know how strong you gotta be, bro, to do that shit without no help. You know how strong you are, bro. Yeah. That's powerful, bro.
Thank you, brother.
You get what I'm saying? That's an inspiration to me, dog. Yeah. And I'm being dead serious, bro. You did that shit without no help, dog. Yeah. I couldn't do that shit. I wasn't that strong.
I'm going to shout out to my man, Jerome Williams, because I know he going to see this. But I was at the corner of the liquor store, and my mans didn't even want to let me come in the store anymore because my mama called her to the store. She like, don't serve him no more drinks. And I was seeing my boy Jerome, and he was like, what's wrong, man? And I was like, man, I need you going to give me a drink. I'm like, they won't even let me in the store no more. He's like, man, why are you drinking like this? And Jerome, he was sat me down in his car, and he was a big brother that I needed that motivation for. So I didn't go to rehab, but I did have help.
That's what's up.
And that was one brother that I didn't know him from a can of paint. He was a neighbor. Come to find out we from the same neighborhood, which is Black Bottom. If y'all know Black Bottom is, that's the east side of Detroit. 4207, you know. And that brother, he sat there for an hour or two, man. He sat there and he kicked it with me, bro. And he told me all the motivation stuff that I needed to hear because I had help, but I wasn't trying to listen to my mama. I wasn't trying to listen to my wife.
Yeah, we don't want to hear that shit.
I wasn't trying to listen to what the next person got to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes the best advice comes from a stranger. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I want to just share my advice to y'all, too, as well. And, you know, life is good.
My brother.
Life is real good.
Brother. What was your, let me tell you my darkest moment, man. My darkest moment, man, is when, and you can feel it. You get what I'm saying? You can feel when your spouse ready to let go of you, man. You get what I'm saying?
I definitely understand.
And I want to give a shout out to my wife. I want to give a shout out to my baby, man, for staying with me, never letting go, staying 10 toes down, and watching my maturity. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm that man that she dreamed of. Today, I'm the man of her dreams. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm the man she married that she thought she was marrying. Today, I'm him.
Man, that's what's up.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to give a shout out to that woman. That's a strong black woman, man. And my darkest moment, that was my darkest moment, knowing that my wife was ready to let go, man. And knowing that, I just didn't, I ain't care, bro. Yeah. I did not care, man. So I was just happy, man. Happy that I made it. Me and my wife made it through this shit, man. Yeah. So Can you elaborate? Can you touch on your darkest moment, bro?
Yeah, I got a whole lot of darker moments I went through. You know, from work. You know, from almost killing myself on Southfield Freeway.
Mm.
I was telling you about the Dodge Charger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh nine, man. It wasn't no V8, but you know,
yeah.
I got drunk and I thought it was a V8.
That bitch go fast.
Oh man, the SXT.
Yeah.
But that moment right there coming from my man's crib, and he took the keys from me, Deontay,
Okay.
and he was like, "Man, you don't need to be driving."
Deontay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But man, we fought, and I got my keys back, and I'm going home to my wife.
Okay.
And coming around that service drive, when you coming from 96, going back to Southfield, coming up on Joy Road, that ramp right there, I blinked it out. And my car, it hit the side of the brick
Okay.
on the freeway, you know, the bridge.
Okay.
And I fell asleep, and I woke up. All I looked down, all I seen was a big drop where waste management was at. And my car was like halfway up in the air, and it went back down. And I was, thank God, by the grace of God, I made it back home. When I pulled up in the driveway, I hit my house. My kids and my wife came outside. They thought an airplane crashed into the house. It was like, man. She took the keys from me. I woke up the next afternoon. And I was like, but that's not the darkest moment.
Right.
Right there. That just part of the story. Like, the darkest moment was when I first went through my first alcohol withdrawal.
Okay.
And alcohol withdrawal is nothing to play with. It's the worst thing. It's the worst feeling in the world when you coming down off the drink and when the devil telling you that you need another drink so you can be able to, you know, not withdraw, you know.
Absolutely.
Going through the sweats, the chills, the shakes. That's the darkest moment right there.
And you know, and that's crazy. Through the grace of God, I never been through that, man. Much as I drank, all the time I drank, all these years, bro, I never been through that.
Man, you blessed, bro, to not to go through that. Because for you to not go through an alcohol withdrawal and drink, you know, and still be in the knowing, recognize your problem, man, you blessed and you strong.
Absolutely.
And I thank God that you didn't go through that problem. But that right there, man, it's not for the birds, you know.
So a lot of people might not know what alcohol withdrawals is, man. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, alcohol withdrawal is when you coming down from off that drink and when your body starting to just withdraw. And the withdrawal is when you're going through the sweats, the chills, the shakes. I went through nightmares because I couldn't even go to sleep. It was messing up my whole nerve system. Feel like I was finna have a seizure. So some people I seen, they had seizures when they couldn't have a drink. Feel like I was finna have a heart attack one time because I tried to go to sleep sober, and when I went to sleep, I couldn't breathe. Alcohol withdrawal is nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. You truly need medical attention.
Did you have to take medicine?
Well, the first time within the first alcohol withdrawal, the doctor had prescribed me something I didn't know I was taking. It was called Valium. And I took Valium when I came home from the hospital, driving down the Lodge Freeway, right? Behind me was a semi-truck. All you see is the big highlights. The big high beams, the lights. I looked back in the mirror again. The truck was gone. So it had me hallucinating. Went home, make you calm down. That's what it's supposed to do. And go to sleep. So as soon as I went to sleep, I heard somebody banging at the door. I went downstairs, got my gun in my hand, ain't nobody outside. My mama was like, "What did the doctor give you?" I was like, "This stuff right here." She read it. She like, "It's Valium." She like, "You know what they do with Valium? Valium is what people buy on the streets."
I'm about to say, yeah, wasn't they selling that shit at one
It
point?
still is to this day, maybe.
Damn.
But I went to the pharmacy the next day, and the Asian pharmacist, he came back from behind the counter, and he looked me in my eye. He said, "Young man, you do not need this."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "This right here is an addiction."
Mm.
I said, "Yeah, I know, man. My mama told me the same thing, but it helped me last night."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What did it make you do?" I said, "It made me see something on the freeway. I thought a truck was behind me, and then it just disappeared. I heard somebody banging at the door." He said, "Right, it make you hallucinate. Then it's going to make you crazy."
Bro, that shit could have killed you, bro.
I know. And you know what he also said? He was like, he said, "The only thing you need is Jesus.
Well,
The only thing you need is God." He said, "Man, I don't want you doing nothing with this." He said, "Look, I'm your pharmacist. I got to prescribe this." But he said, "Man, please don't take that medicine."
absolutely.
And when I went out of there, my mama, she started breaking down crying because I was going to take the medicine anyway because I was going through it, alcohol withdrawal. And I took the medicine, I gave it to her, and she poured it down the sewer, all the bottles. I mean, all the pills. And I'm like, dang. I'm like, you know what? I ain't know what I was going to do for next, but I went to Dollar General, got some Gatorade, get my electrolytes back up, got a case of water. I went like 4 months after that, sober.
Mm-hmm.
And then December 18 had came, and I got like really emotional because of the separation that me and my wife had went through. And when the holiday time come around, you think about our loved ones, you know.
Right, absolutely.
You know, I think about my kids, you know.
Right.
And you know, I started back drinking. I fell off the bandwagon when it got some piece of rock. The worst mistake I ever made.
Another big thing, man. When I went to rehab, man, it's something that I always was opposed to because I thought I was too tough.
Yeah.
Therapy, you get what I'm saying? That's a big part. You get what I'm saying? Especially in our community, man, we don't take care of our mental health, dog. Yeah. So my mental health, just from my childhood, I was fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So let me tell you stuff. So when I went down to rehab, bro, I had this gay therapist, right? Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't talking to this nigga.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm
right.
like, I don't identify with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being straight up.
Yeah.
And so look, I said, man, what a dude talking to me or whatever. I ain't listening to him.
Yeah.
I step out the room. I call my wife, dog.
Yeah.
I said, man, they got this gay dude trying to talk to me, blase this, blase that, boom, boom, boom. You know what my wife said?
What she say?
My wife said, what do that man have to be being gay? Mm-hmm. Said, what do that man have being gay have to do with your recovery? She said, you worried about the wrong thing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She said, man, go get your rehab. She said, get your therapy.
Yeah.
So look, I went back in that room, dog. I apologized to that man. And guess what? That gay man was the biggest reason for my recovery, dog. Yeah. For my mental recovery. So long story short, I learned a valuable lesson that day. Yeah. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't discriminate.
Don't discriminate.
That's right.
I learned a valuable lesson that day, man. You get what I'm saying? That gay man helped change my life, man. And I was appreciative of that, man. Yeah. When was it, man, that you started changing, bro?
Well, 2022, April 7th, my sister, she passed April 7th, 2009. And that was the last day that I got fucked up. Let me just say it like that.
Fucked up.
Yeah. And then I got so drunk, came from a party, and my ride, I couldn't even get out the car because I got drunk and fell asleep in the back seat.
Right.
In the back seat. So they trying to help my fat ass get out the damn truck. And it was raining like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it was so muddy where to drop me off at. And I had on a brand new Dior's, brand new, damn, some jeans. Now everybody was purple jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I got on like a $2,000 outfit. And I gets out the truck and I fell right in the mud. Destroyed the whole everything.
Outfit fucked up.
Everything. It wasn't about the outfit
Yeah.
right there. It was just the principle, like, yo, man, what's something, somebody could just drop me off anywhere.
Right,
You know what I'm
what you
saying?
doing?
The thing I was with, the right people.
With the right people.
But at the same time, though, like, I was so irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even handle myself. On the bottle of alcohol, what does it say when we was drinking?
Well,
It say drink responsibly.
responsibly.
Yeah.
The fuck you gonna drink responsibly?
I was irresponsible. I did the whole opposite. I ain't did nothing but the bottle, say on the bottle. Drink responsible. And,
Don't that shit kill? But look, man, how you gonna drink responsible? You can't.
You can't.
You can't drink responsible.
You can, but you can't.
Shit, not
You know
me.
what?
I'm
not me.
alcoholic.
Not me. Yeah.
I touch that, I'm blacking out.
Yeah,
I'll
for
drink
sure.
that, black out.
Yeah. Even if you're at home, you irresponsible with the
Straight
damn
up.
drink because
I think that's the dumbest slogan they ever came up with. Drink responsible. That's some dumb shit.
man, I caught myself trying to do laundry while I was drunk. I fell down the basement stairs, y'all, and I had broke my thumb right here.
Damn.
I can't even see how this one go up straight.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
I can't even bend it straight. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But the question again was, when I realized that when it was time for a change, I got tired of, felt like I was about to die. Like I say, going through the withdrawals, saying the withdrawals is nothing to play with.
Right.
And I used to, man, back and forth leaving the hospital, sign out grace, or they knew who I was coming. Oh yeah, he coming out here for the same thing. Let's get him hydrated. To the point where they ain't even care about you no more. First they care about you the first time, but when you become a regular,
They like this nigga don't give a fuck about himself.
and basically like man, like they got a job to do.
Right,
And,
right, absolutely.
and, not all nurses not bad at all.
But that's something you got through, bro, and it's a blessing.
It's just that when I had made up my mind, my wife was like, okay, in 30 days, I want you to move out. And you got to figure it out on your own because I'm tired of this. The neighbors, they seeing it. The family know about it. Everybody know about it. To the point where I wasn't even ashamed of it, that I was a drunk, I thought I was El Chapo in the head. Ain't TV, this is real life. It's me, I was just all up.
All right, so if you was to give some advice to somebody, what would you tell them, man?
Okay, my son, he's 17, and I told him like this right now. The advice I give my kids, number one, because one day when they get grown, they're gonna be out in college, and when he be out, with his friends, and they gonna go down that road one day. But I told my son not to drink, don't do no drugs. You can still have fun by being sober, and alcohol is not your friend. It's not my friend. It's not your friend. That'd be the best advice that I can give to everybody because it's not your friend.
That's great advice, man.
If me and you go down to 36th District Court right now, to any courtroom, you know how much money they making? More of DUIs, drunk public intoxications, so many tickets, people drinking and driving. I mean, people could have just made it home safe or also, prevent from killing the next person from drinking and driving and all of that. They don't need that. And just like we don't need it. It's the worst thing that ever happened, but alcohol is not our friend.
Not at all. I want to thank you, my brother, for joining
Appreciate
me, man.
you for letting me come on, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate you, brother. This is Sober Talk Uncut, y'all. Like, follow, subscribe, and share. And remember, y'all not in this alone. We in it with y'all. This is Sober Talk. Follow, like, subscribe, and share, y'all. And remember, y'all not in this alone. Real ones, real recovery. And until next time.
This is Sober Talk Uncut.